What is up, everybody? Scape211 here, and as you know, because you guys are amazing, we recently hit 20K, and we asked you guys to ask us some questions, and this time I'm joined by Little Miss Trouble here.
Hey guys, it's me, Little Miss Trouble.
So she's actually got a lot of the questions already for this. I have not really seen any of them. I've tried to keep myself away from it as much as I want to hear all your questions already, but I'm trying to get it just as like off the cuff, like my initial response. So I think that would be fun to try and do. So that's what we're going to do here tonight. So let's go at it.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, so Divs74 had a few questions, but one of the first ones was, when will Little Miss Trouble reveal her face? Guess what? Right now.
Yeah. There we go.
We thought this would be a fun time to do it. Yeah, we couldn't really think of any other time when it would warrant it, so...
She did do a little peek before on one of my live streams.
Yes, I've popped into a few live streams.
Yeah, a couple times, but here, this is the official, so boom, here you go. Question
there you
answered.
Go, guys.
Let's move on.
All right, enough about me.
No, I just meant question answered. Let's keep going. I mean, that was... Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't mean enough about you. Okay.
Sure. All right. So, Scape, Div74 also asks, what job do you do?
I am a graphic designer. Yeah, I used to work for a multimedia company. Loved doing that for years. And now I'm a dedicated one, like a senior graphic designer at a specific company. So that's what I do.
Very
I mean,
cool.
It fits right in with what I'm doing here. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. All right. So Div74 also wants to know, are you vegetarian or not a vegetarian?
Interesting question. I am definitely a carnivore. I love meat, but I will say I eat less of it now. I have, as I'm getting older, digestive issues. You know, that's the problem. Don't ever get older,
Let's
guys.
not talk about that.
Yeah. You don't want to talk about that? Okay. So I just eat less meat. That's all. I love it still.
Smaller portions, more vegetables.
Yeah.
It's good for you.
Yeah.
All right. So Div74 and Wim Prasanna Gaming both asked, where do you live?
USA. I mean, you want more details on that? Yeah. We live in New York State, Buffalo, New York. So there you go.
Yes. So
our address is... No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, no, we're in Buffalo, New York, and on the east coast of the United States. And before long, it's going to be cold and snowing here. So
yep, started getting a little chilly, just a little bit, mostly in the morning, but
it's gonna be fall, and it's gonna be beautiful.
Yes.
All right, so this next question, Div74, Triggered Gaming, Venu Mahadev, Wim Prasanna Gaming, all ask, how old are you both?
My gosh, I mean, how many questions?
A lot of people want to know this one.
How many questions did Div74 ask? I feel like we're going to go down the whole list. He's like, Div74 also asked this with 10 other
that's
people.
the last one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I have said before that I am 39 and my wife is 29. So there we go.
We're the same age.
We're the same age.
We're the same age.
Yeah.
We're both 39.
Yeah. But she looks much younger than I do. So.
Yeah, but I appreciated that Triggered Gaming wanted to know, but he said, I'm not going to ask your weight because I know better than to ask a woman her weight. So very good for you.
Oh, wait, so it's okay to ask my weight? I mean, I've talked about my dad bod, so I'm comfortable with the fact that I'm overweight, but anyway.
So Legendary Arav Mech Arena is asking, do you have kids?
Yes, we have 3 boys.
Yes,
so
we do.
People have asked about doing a house tour. You don't want to see our house. It's a complete disaster. Like, even the room we're standing in, there's toys all over on the floor. Usually.
Yes.
I mean, it's a little cleaner right now, but this is Daddy's, what we call this? Man cave / playroom. So I have to share it with the kids. Yeah.
Yeah. So our boys are 8, 6, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives you an idea. It's
crazy house.
Craziness, yes. Yeah. Okay, so Satyajit Moore is asking, can you talk in Hindi?
Namaste. That's about it. That's all I got. It's the only one I did. I mean, have you guys heard me try to say some of the Hindi names on my live stream? I butcher them. So yeah, it is. I props to you guys for knowing more than one language.
It's true.
I know English. I know a tiny bit of German and sign language, but super small amounts. So yeah, sorry guys, I don't know Hindi, but it's not something they teach too much here. I would have to learn it myself.
Unfortunately, they don't really put too much into learning second languages in the United States.
Well, they do for certain languages, but it's not like heavily encouraged or like mandatory like it is for some other areas.
Yeah. So we think it's cool that you guys can do that.
Yeah, awesome.
All right, so Diego Memes is asking, I want to know how long you, your wife, and your kid have been playing Mech Arena together and why they decided to join you.
Oh, wow. Well, we all know that I've been playing for quite a while, probably 2+ years. I don't know if it's quite 3 yet.
Yeah, maybe going on 3?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but how long for you? You've been a decent amount of time.
Yes, at least a solid year.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Because I remember we took a little trip around our anniversary, and I remember Scape checking his YouTube channel and being like, whoa, I got 200 or 300 subscribers. That's
or a big deal.
Whatever it was. And yeah, and so I was like, what? Like, I didn't know about the YouTube channel at first. He just kind of did it in his car on his lunch break at work.
Yeah.
And he didn't really talk about it much because it wasn't a big deal. But yeah, I remember when it was like 200 or 300 subscribers and we were all excited in our hotel room, and I was like, okay, tell me more about this. And I started watching his videos, and then critiquing
me and telling me how like slow
how I could help him do it better.
That's right. Yeah. She wanted to help me. It was really cool. It's funny, our usual evenings at dinner or like when we go out on dates now is talking about how she could help me with the channel, which is very cool. Yeah. I appreciate her being all in on this.
So quickly after that, I started watching his game, watching him play, asking him to cast it to the TV so I could watch and things like that. That's when I started, and I downloaded it, and then I started playing, and then so since I did that, our 6-year-old wanted to play too.
Yep.
So it was all about a year ago.
Yep. Our 6-year-old has played off and on, so I don't know exactly how long I'd say he's played, but he'll play for a little bit, and then it gets a little hard because he hits a lot more players, and he's only 6.
Yeah.
So
he gets real frustrated and doesn't play a lot, but he likes to play custom matches with us now that that's an option.
Yes.
So it makes it a lot easier for him.
Yeah.
All right, so Hydra007 Gaming is asking, does Miss Trouble cause trouble?
All the time. No. No, she's great.
Why do people think I cause trouble?
Because we banter on live streams. Yeah. But like I've said, she's a huge part of why, this has been successful. Why we've been able to make this happen. She helps me out with a lot of stuff. So, surprisingly, I think I don't know, it used to be, I would say 50-50 or maybe more in my camp, but maybe it's now swung the other way for all the stuff that you do. I don't know. But we definitely tag team this a lot. So she does definitely far more good than trouble.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Triggered Gaming asked, does Little Miss Trouble disturb you?
Disturb me? What is that supposed to mean?
For example, anytime, like during eating time.
No. No. Not really. I think
Okay, so I'm his wife, right? So I'm sure I disturb him at sometimes. And I ask him to, take out the garbage and things like that are normal things to do.
Yeah, but we all both have to do stuff around the house. That's what you do when you're married, so.
But yes, in our live streams, if you haven't participated or watched them, I'm there and I help moderate and I am talking during the stream. And so, yes, one time I got up and because I was actually playing, which is a real rarity. And so my team, I thought I'd help out the team. And so I ran in here and I tried to cover up his screen so that he couldn't see.
Or pull my arms away
so that he couldn't play.
I remember that.
So I think that's what they're talking about.
That was just for fun, though.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, so Triggered Gaming also asks, what's your favorite game?
Oh, like of all time? Man, that's a tough question.
That is a tough question.
I do have a lot of games I like.
How about what's your favorite current game?
I would say Mech Arena is still a game that I enjoy. Another one I have on my phone, I think I mentioned on the last stream, is called The Hunt Down. It's just like a 2D scroller. but it's just like very nostalgic for me. It's really cool. So I dig that one. But yeah, I feel like I could go on to a lot of discussion of my favorite games. I think I had a question like this last time when I talked about the Game Planet side. If you want to look at my, what was that? 4?
I remember when you used to play that.
Yeah, that game is awesome. It's still around, technically.
Spend hours and hours.
So good. Super good.
Anyway,
maybe I'll have to stream that game sometime.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, that would be fun. All right.
Triggered Gaming also asks, what is your favorite holiday?
Oh, I guess the easy one is Christmas. Probably just because I get so much time off at work. That's really nice. I don't know. What about you?
I would say Christmas.
Yeah.
It's, you see family. It's fun, especially now that we have kids. It's fun to do the traditions with them and have them open their presents and see them excited. That makes it more fun.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so LOL is asking, what other work do you do except being a YouTuber? Well, we answered that
we
one
did.
already.
Yeah, I'm a designer. Yeah, YouTube, for all of you curious, does not pay the bills unless you're like big time and have all these like affiliates or deals or whatever with people. I don't have any of that. So I just do this as a hobby on the side. It does make a little bit of pocket change, but not much. So yeah, gotta get a real job, unfortunately.
Yeah. So LOL is asking, were you a math hater during your study times? He says, I know this question's kind of weird, but I think, did you like math growing up?
I did actually like math growing up. Out of the subjects that I had, I enjoyed math the most, but I'm not super good at it. It was just something that out of the subjects I enjoyed. My dad was the same way, so I got that from him, but it wasn't something that I dove heavy into. So like when I'm playing the game and there's different things about math and trying to figure out DPS and stuff like that, I don't get super nerdy about it, but I like to do some number stuff every now and then.
And Venu Madav is asking, do you have a sibling?
I do. I have just one sibling, a brother. So, and he lives in the area too. So, yeah. How about you?
Oh, well, I have 5 siblings. Yeah. Mostly sisters. I have 4 sisters, and the youngest is a brother. So, lots of kids in my family. Venu Madav also wants to know, which mech do you hate the most?
I feel like I've hated on Cheetah this whole time. I don't know. It's between him and Redox, but I don't know. Cheetah at one point was awesome, and I wanted to get him, and that was in early beta. But then when I finally could get him, he had been nerfed, so it was kind of bad to get him at that point. So I think I've hated on him just out of that fact. But Redox, I still feel has never been good. So maybe Redox the most? I don't know.
I know. You're gonna make a lot of people unhappy.
Well, no matter what I pick.
Yeah,
whatever I
answer.
pick, they're gonna,
Because I know there's a lot of Redox lovers out there.
Yeah, and that's great. I'm just, that's not me.
And it all depends on playstyle.
Yeah.
Right? So we all know Scape loves to snipe, so Redox doesn't just quite fit in with the way he plays. And that's okay. All right, so Coming Soon is asking, are you a former War Robots player?
Very briefly, I think I've mentioned this before, but I played War Robots early when it was called Walking War Robots. Before, I don't know who used to have it. I'm sure all the other War Robots guys can tell you, but now it's owned by Pixonic, but it used to be owned by someone else. And I stopped playing around 2017, right when clans were first coming in. So I never really got into a clan, so therefore I never really got heavy into the game. So, I left around that time before everything got way too crazy. So, a little bit, that's it. But I enjoy mech games. I've played quite a few others and stuff like that, even before that, like Mech Warrior and all that stuff. So, over the years. Good stuff.
Yep. Adita Singh is asking, how do you become a partner program member, and why did you choose Mech Arena?
Becoming a partner program member... I said it weird, like becoming a partner program and then pause for member. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. I was just realizing how silly I said it. They have a post on Facebook that they made about this. I'm not sure how easy it would be to search. Maybe we can put it in the description if I can find it. but they announced who the partners were at the time when they had like 6, I think, of them. And they had a link for how you can apply to be one, but you need to have 1,000 subscribers to your YouTube channel, be 18 or over. But I think that's it.
Well,
and
you have to have a certain amount of views on your channel.
Yes, you do. But I will say that they've tried to branch out to do other things like Twitch and stuff with some users. So if you're more on that platform, it still might be worth trying to apply if you have a good presence there. So some of their rules on how like they pick partners may have changed. I don't know. But that's where you can start, at least for getting that form. The content people like at Plarium actually approached me because at the time there was nobody in the partner program, and they were saying, hey, you know, we've also done this with Raid Shadow Legends and we'd like to have you on board. So I actually never filled out the form. I was the first one that they picked, which I was totally honored by. And at that time, I don't even know how many subscribers I had, but not that many. And I was, you know, happy to join. I mean, I thought it was really cool. So I've never done that before for any game. It's the first time I've ever tried it, but I know plenty of games offer stuff like this. So it's cool to try. I was just enjoying what I was doing, so I figured, why not? Yeah.
And so, but why did you choose Mech Arena?
Oh, like to play or to be a partner?
Yeah, I think, and to play and to be a YouTuber and all that.
Oh, okay. Well, at the time, I forgot what other mech game I was playing, but it was one that was not great. And I was so bummed because there weren't good mech options for games. And I ended up looking in a top like 100 list of different mech games just when I was just Google searching mech games and stuff like that for iOS. And I saw a screenshot of this game and it looked really cool. I couldn't find it in my app store, but I could find a few random YouTube videos that were like hard to find for it. And then I realized it was just not in my area or my country. So I actually already had a UK account on Apple, which is where it was available. So I downloaded it and started playing it. I don't know, I was really good. I had a lot of fun with it. And since there wasn't other content for it out there, I just started making some. And I just did it sitting in my car, playing matches while talking, you know, recording it in my car. And that's how I started. Mm-hmm. Kind of just organically in that sense. Because a lot of people worry about like, oh, how do I start doing YouTube? And, you know, what do I need to do? Or how do I do it? A lot of times it's, you know, if you just want to start doing it, just start doing it. It's okay. It's all right. That's the time when, you know, you can experiment, play around, and figure out what works for you. I mean, I've changed a lot of stuff that I've done over the years. So, yeah, over these 2.5 years, 2+ years, something like that. So, yeah, it's cool. I mean, you got to start somewhere. So just dive into it. It's for fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, sorry, just to mention, that question was also asked by Zilla and Dilip Gupta.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Oliver Lewis is asking, when will we be seeing Little Miss Trouble making YouTube videos again?
This one's all you.
Making YouTube videos is hard, guys.
It is.
No, but seriously, it does take some time and some effort to get the footage and then, you know, and to do the editing and all that, obviously.
Yeah.
And I do help Scape quite a bit, well, with what I can for his channel. And you remember those 3 boys I mentioned that we have? Yeah, I'm homeschooling, at least the two older ones. So I'm home all the time with them, and so that just takes up a lot of my time. So I don't know is my answer. I may do more videos, but I may not.
Mm-hmm. She just guest stars on my videos. That's how it works.
Yeah. And I tell him what to do instead of me making the video.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you for asking, but I might not be making more. Hopefully you understand. Mm-hmm. Okay, Rokib's channel. Hello, Scape. What is the best weapon for Panther, railgun or missile rack?
Depends on where you are in the game. Railgun, I would say, is top end. Missile rack, when you're at 16 energy, is probably one of the best you can do. So, yeah, I don't know. That's what I'd say. They're both great weapons on it at different times, for sure.
So, Anuruddha Tamarkar is asking.
Isn't it hard? Some of these names?
It's hard.
It's tough.
What would you do to improve the game?
I get rid of gotcha. We'll start there. I honestly, there have been a lot of, and people have talked about this a lot, there's been a lot of long-standing issues that people have had that I'd rather see them deal with than adding new content. You know, like the bugs that we see with the kill shot dash stuff and how we deal with AI and matchmaking. I mean, I know they've done some progress in some of those areas, but I still feel like they're lingering issues. And even though I know that that's not really something that new players worry about, so they're trying to balance like what they do for new and old, I still feel like this is gonna be a big problem for them if they don't take care of it. But then also I'd rather see them focus on like clans more so than new content first. But I mean, these are the things that a lot of people I hear say, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know how big a presence of numbers the beta players are versus the new players for how they figure out what they need to work on and figure it all into their roadmap. So, and I'm sure they have to worry about what's profitable too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Mr. Fittis Mech Arena is asking, why don't you have your kids in more of your videos?
I like to have them in my videos, but really the only one who plays Mech Arena is our 6-year-old there. He's the only guy who plays. And, you know, it doesn't always work out. It's hard for us to be able to set it all up, record it, and all that stuff. But we've had him in a couple, and I'll probably do more if he wants to do some more. So, yeah, I'll probably have him in some more.
And honestly, most of these videos we make after he's in bed.
That's true.
So
yeah, I do a lot of it late at night.
Mr. Fittis Mech Arena is also asking, when will the official clan system come out?
I have no idea. I wish I knew. I wish I could tell you. I mean, I know they've talked about doing it. I know they gave us a questionnaire about it. So they certainly want to do it. But when? I don't know. All they said before was after global, which would be any time now because we're already past global. I just don't know when that'll be. So, sorry.
Dead Girl is asking, did you ever think of quitting Mech Arena? And if yes, why?
I did actually take a long break for about 5 months from Mech Arena in earlier beta. This was when, back then it was very credit based and very much just like gotcha based, but it was all with crates and you'd unlock everything. So there were times where that was frustrating, but they also then started changing it to introduce more premium currency with A coins, but they didn't have tournament yet. There was no tournament and you were expected to use A coins to do stuff. So it cost a lot of money right away. And I'm just like, forget this. Like, I'm just gonna, you know, very simply do daily opens of crates and then I'm out. So I was super duper casual, like literally open the game, collect the daily, close the game for like 5 months because I just didn't want to touch it. And, you know, during that time I got some good stuff from gotchas, so I'm glad that I kept doing that. But eventually they added tournament and then you could earn stuff. So it made more sense to come back. So I did. But yeah, I think when there's certain points where things get too hard, or you realize that it's just becoming a difficult wall to climb, which can happen with any game, then it's probably good to take a break or to do something else at times. That could be true of any game. So if you ever feel that, don't worry about just doing something else. Nothing wrong with that.
All right, Dead Girl also asks, what are all the things going to be in your merch list? Please do announce it or give us some hints.
Oh, yeah. We've been talking about merch and we've been working on it, and we're trying to get the store up and running. We will have some stuff. As you can see, I'm wearing one. This is a test shirt, so this isn't actually going to be one that we'll have in the store. This one is just for me. This is the Scape exclusive. But this is, you know, an idea. We're going to have some different forms of apparel that we'll do, but hopefully we'll have that up soon so that you guys can see it. I wanted to have it in conjunction with this video, but we still have a few more things to figure out.
Yeah, so we'll see. Check the description. Hopefully the link to the store will be there.
Yes, that would be great.
All right. Dead Girl also asks, when do you both play Mech Arena together?
When you need my help.
Hey!
That's usually what it is, though. Well, you're trying to... Okay, actually, it's both of us at different times. if I'm trying to get certain content or you're trying to complete certain events, that's usually when we team up to help.
Well, so generally, when he's not making a video at night, when the kids are in bed, we will play together sometimes then. So it's normally late at night for us. So on the East Coast, you know, I don't know what time that would be for you, but
yeah. And as we said, I've been playing this game a lot longer than Little Miss Trouble. So there's the issue of like the power difference here. So when I try to help her with stuff, it can make it harder for her because then the AI or the other players are much stronger. So, you know, we try to be careful and use it sparingly when it makes sense for us to help each other out. But, you know, we try to play together when we can.
Because my power level's about half of yours, maybe a little bit more, but
around that.
Yeah. So we do play together. It's just depending on whether he's busy with the video or if he wants to go play with the guys or instead of me. Anyway, okay, so Wim Persona Gaming is asking, how many cars do you have?
That's an interesting question. Well, we have two. I mean, really just the family vehicles. We have a van and an SUV, but both are really just like set up so that we can, you know,
full car
go places with the kids. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or our minivan. He drives the minivan mostly.
I do.
Yep.
I'm fine with that.
You've got your dad vehicle.
Yep.
All right.
Dude, okay, I know there are some people who like to hate on minivans, especially guys that are like, I'd rather have an SUV or like a truck or something. I get that, but like, there's so many awesome conveniences of minivans, especially when you have kids. Like all the automatic everything, like automatic doors, automatic. It's so nice. So I've gotten really used to that.
Wim Persona Gaming is asking, do you edit your video yourself?
Yes, I do. Yeah. I have had other people approach me about editing videos, and usually at what I would consider reasonable prices. But because this is a hobby for me and I'm not like making a ton of money doing it, I haven't really bit on having anybody else do it. So I still edit all my stuff myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He also wants to know, have you made food for yourself?
What is that supposed to mean? My wife is a very good cook, but I definitely cook stuff all the time too. My specialty is breakfast food, so I make a lot of that.
Yes.
Usually on Saturdays or when the boys want like breakfast for dinner when I come
Eggs
home from work.
and toast. Yes. That's his specialty.
Well, it's just become the regularity. I don't know if I'd say it's my specialty, but yeah.
Yeah, he can also do hot dogs and mac and cheese.
Oh, come on. I do more than that. I can do other stuff. And I love to grill in the summertime. That's one of my favorites for sure. True. Yeah. Who doesn't love grilling?
King Deckish 57 wants to know, what is you and your wife's favorite mech and weapon?
Ooh. And probably Panther railgun for me. I mean, I know that's pretty straightforward and obvious. I use it a lot. But yeah, what about you?
I do really like Panther and long arms. But probably my favorite is kill shot with missile rack-8s.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've never been good with kill shot with missile rack-8s. At least I feel like I've never been good with it. I know so many people that can rock it well, but I've just never been good with that. I like using the carbines and arcs and, well, javelin's early game, but yeah. I mean, kill shot's awesome too. So
yeah, I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of movement, a lot of, you know, quick action, and I think it's a ton of fun.
Yeah.
All right, so King Dakish 57 also asks, what was your reaction to your first payment from YouTube?
Let's frame this on the wall. No, I don't know. It was what, like $100? Something like that? Yeah, I don't know if it was even that. It was something like that. I mean, it seems so small after you do this for so many months. But how long I've been doing it for at least 6 months, if not longer than that, before I started getting some money. So it takes a while, and it depends on how fast your channel grows, honestly. But yeah, it's cool, but it does feel like you do a lot of work to get that money. So you definitely earn it. I mean, I look at that and I'm thinking, wow, I mean, I could mow lawns and get that faster, I feel like, over the course of maybe a month than doing it this way. But I mean, it's a hobby. You're doing it for fun. And if you can make money doing what you love, I mean, oh, hey, why not?
Yeah. And the YouTube payments are only monthly, right?
Yes.
So so that was about maybe $100 for a whole month.
Yeah.
So anyway, Mufan asks, why did you start putting ridiculous facial expressions in your thumbnails?
You don't like my face? You know, I mean, after you do this for a while with YouTube, even though it's like just fun and a hobby for me, you start like thinking strategy, right? So you're like, oh, should I change my thumbnails or should I do this or try this? And one of the things I see other people do is put their face on there. So I figured, why don't we try that? And I don't know if it was you or I that came up with it. It was
probably my fault. I said, why don't we try this? You know, all these other people do it. And they say, you know, that having your face on there grabs more attention and will get more views. So I thought it'd be fun and funny, and
we'll have to test that. We'll have to look at my most popular videos, and if they don't have a face on it, maybe we should start taking it off. I mean, clearly people don't like my crazy face.
Let us know in the comments if you don't want to see Scape's face anymore.
I don't mind. It doesn't matter, guys.
All right, last question. Laura Williams asks, what is your next sub goal? Is it 30K, 40K, 50K? Like, what is it? And congrats on 20K.
Man, I don't even know, because I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to even say for 20K. Like, when I first started doing this, I thought, man, if I get like 1,000, that'll be amazing, when I was at like 200. And then, you know, every single time you hit a milestone, you're just like, how did this happen? Like, you know, it's crazy. I will say, I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to get there, but I'd like to get to the 100K just because YouTube sends you that plaque. And I thought that would be cool to have. But like, that's crazy, like to get to that point. And I don't think that will be me. But hey, I mean, you know, we're just having fun doing what we do right now. So if we get there, we get there. If not, that's fine. I mean, 20K already is an amazing accomplishment, and that's really all thanks to you guys. So super cool to have been on this ride with all of you. Yeah,
there was no goal when you started, and there's really not a goal now.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, we're definitely amazed every day when we look at the YouTube studio and just how many views each video's gotten, and it's just been amazing, and it's been a crazy ride, and we're very thankful for all of you guys, because it's all because of you.
Absolutely. You guys made this possible. Thank you so much for, you know, tuning in, for giving us these questions, even being able to do this video and having so much fun. It's always cool. So, all right. That was it, right? That was the last question?
That's it.
Wow. I mean, that was really cool. I had a lot of fun doing that. Maybe we'll have to do this again. I don't know when. We'll see. Maybe some other marker we'll do some more questions. But yeah, if you guys have other questions that you didn't hear and you want to comment below, feel free to. We'll try to answer some of those. But otherwise, what do we always say, Miss Trevor?
We'll see you out there on the battlefield.